Wish you a very good morning to all. So we are in chapter 9, percentage and its applications. In our first part of this chapter, we have already begun our exercise 9.1. In that we have completed 1 to 4 questions. And today I would like to continue with question 5 to 15. So all the 5 to 15 are word problems. So it is my humble request you to all my dear students, whenever you see this video, take your textbook with you, because the questions are there, according we will try to solve. So here question number 5, it is a word problem. Mr. Gulati has rupees 96,400. He gave 42% of the money to his wife, 35% of his son, and rest to his daughter. Find the share of each person. Once again I am reading the question. Mr. Gulati has rupees 96,400. He gave 42% of the money to his wife, 35% of his son, and rest to his daughter. Find the share of each person. So here the total money which is given 96,400, money received by his wife. So he gave 42% of his 96,400. So 42% of 96,400 can be simplify into simple form. First of all, convert from percentage to simple form. So 42 divided by 100 means 42%, multiply by 96,400. When you do multiplication, you will get 40,488, the money received by his wife. Money received by his son, 35%, the method is same of 96,400. So 35% into 96,400, 35 upon 100, multiply 96,400, you will get 33,740. So now simple calculation, how much money received by his daughter. So here sum of 40,488 plus 33,740. So that will be addition, and total amount it will be subtracted. So 96,400 minus the sum will get from 488 plus 33,740. Ultimately will get the answer 22,172. That is the amount received by his daughter. So money received by his wife, that is 40,488. Money received by his son, that is 33,740. And his daughter received the amount 22,172. Now here if you do all the total, ultimately you will get the total money which Mr. Gulati has, 96,400. Now we'll go to the question number 6. The population of a town is 1,03,500. If 56% of population is male, find the number of females in the town. Once again I am reading the question. The population of a town is 1,03,500. If 56% of population is male, find the number of females in the town. So male population is 56% of 1,03,500. So method is same, 56 upon 100 multiply 1,03,500. You will get 57,960. So total number of male in the town is 57,960, and number of females in the town that will be subtracted from the total population of town 1,03,500 minus 57,960, you will get 45,540. So that is a female number. Female number in the town is 45,540. Question number 7. A man loses 25% of his money. After spending 20% of the rest, he has rupees 10,200 left with him. How much money did he have originally? So here it is given, let the money in the beginning he had considered as X rupees. Money he lost 25% of X. So that is 25 upon 100 multiplied by X. So X upon 4. That is a lost money. And money which is left with him, that is X minus X upon 4. So it will be 3X upon 4. Now he spends 20% of the rest. He spent 20% of the rest, which is given in the question. So money spent, it is 20% of rupees 3X upon 4. So now calculation, 20 upon 100 multiply 3X upon 4. So when you do the calculation, it will be 3X upon 20. Now balance is left. 3X upon 4 minus 3X upon 20. It will be 3X upon 5. 3X upon 5. So he has left with rupees 10,200. So 3X upon 5 is equal to 10,200. So X value we need to get. So 10,200 multiplied by 5 divided by 3. So it will be 17,000, the money he had in the beginning. So it is a complex sum. You can see here, because many steps are there in between. First we have to find the beginning. He has the X amount, money he lost, money he left, then the 20% of the total rest, 20% of the particular 3X upon 4, and we will get balance left 3X upon 5. And how much he has left with 10,200, that value will keep, and X value, that is 17,000. So he had rupees 17,000 in the beginning. Question number 8. The population of a town increases from 1,60,000 to 1,80,000 in a year. Find the percentage increase in the population of the town. So increase in population, that is 1,80,000. So here we can subtract the higher value from the lower value. The population we can subtract. So 1,80,000 minus 1,60,000. So it is 20,000 increase. So percentage increase in population divided by original population multiplied by 100%. So here we can say that 20,000 divided by original population is 1,60,000. So 20,000 upon 1,60,000 into 100%. By simplifying the value, we will get 25 upon 2. 25 upon 2 means it's an improper number, 20, 1 by 2%. So like that we will get the answer. Or you can directly write 25 upon 2%. Question number 9. The price of sugar goes up by 30%. By what person should be housewife reduce her consumption so that the expenditure does not increase? Question number 9 it is. Let the consumption of sugar originally be 100 kg and its price be 100. So it is an assumption only. So it's a supposed value. 100 kg and price is 100 rupees. The price goes up to 30%. So new price of 100 kg of sugar is 130. 100 plus 30, 130 rupees. So in rupees 130 sugar available, that is 100 kg. So in 1 rupees the sugar available 100 upon 130 kg, and in 100 rupees the sugar available, that is 100 upon 130 multiplied by 100 kg. So here we'll get 76.92 kg, approximately 77 kg. The consumption must be reduced by 100 minus 77, it is 23 kg. Hence 23% reduction in consumption is required to balance the expenditure of the consumption. Question number 10. Very easy. A bookseller offers a rebate of 15% on the printed price of the book. If the book is priced at rupees 2100, find the rebate given and the net price of the book. So here the printed price of the book, that is 2100, means 2100, and rebate is 15%. So 15% of 2100, so it is 15% upon 100 multiplied by 2100. So we'll get rupees 315. Now net price of the book, which is given 2100 minus 315, so our rebate will be 1785, means 1785 rupees. Question number 11. Ashish monthly income is rupees 9600, means 9600. His monthly expenditure is 60%. What is his saving per month? So here Ashish's monthly income rupees 9600, monthly expenditure 60% of 9600. So here 60 upon 100 multiply 9600, so it is 5760. His saving per month, so here monthly income minus monthly expenditure. So monthly income is 9600 and monthly expenditure 5760, that is subtract, so we'll get the answer 3840 rupees. So here we can understand in exam sometime in place of 60 it can be given 50% also, or it can be given 70% also. So vice versa, the value will change, even the answer also will change. Question number 12. The value of a machine depreciates every year by 10%. If its present value is rupees 90,000, what will be its value after 2 years? Once again I am reading the question. The value of machine depreciate every year by 10%. If its present value is rupees 90,000, what will be its value after 2 years? So present value of the machine is 90,000. Decrease in the value of machine in the 1 year, so that is 10%. So 10% of 90,000, 10 upon 100 multiply 90,000, so it is 9,000. So value of machine after 1 year, it will be subtracted from the present value, so that is 90,000 minus 900, it is 81,000. So decrease in the value of machine in second year, that is 10% of 81,000, so 10 upon 100 multiply 81,000. So it is 8,100. So after 2 years, the value of the machine will be 8,100. So value of the machine after 2 years, that will be subtracted 81,000 minus 8,100. So here the perfect value after 2 years, that is 72,900. 72,900, that is the value of the machine after 2 years. Question number 13. Shruti secured 30% marks in the mathematics, 55% in English and 60% in Hindi. If the maximum marks in the subjects were 75, 60 and 65 respectively, find her aggregate percentage of marks. The marks scored in the mathematics 60% of 75, so 60 upon 100 multiplied by 75, it is 45. Marks scored in English 55% of 60, so 55 upon 100 divided by 60, 33. Marks scored in Hindi 60% of 65, 60 upon 100 multiplied by 65, it is 39. So total marks obtained 45 plus 33 plus 39, it is 117. And maximum marks which is given in the question 75, 60 and 65. It is a sum up, so it is 200. So here the aggregate percentage 117 multiplied by 100 divided by 200, it is 58.5%. 58.5%. Question number 14. Naveen got an increment of 15% in his salary. If his enhanced salary is rupees 14,330, what was his original salary? So here assumption, let the original salary be X, increase in the salary 15% of rupees X. So 15 upon 100 multiply rupees X, so it is 3x upon 20. Now enhanced salary X plus 3x upon 20 is equal to 23x upon 20. But enhanced salary which is given, that is 14,030 rupees. So here rupees 23x upon 20 is equal to 14,330 rupees. So X value we have to find 14,030 rupees into 20 divided by 23. So we'll get 12,200. That is the original salary. Now last sum of this exercise. A total amount of rupees 1,560 is to be divided among A, B and C such that A gets 50% of what B gets and B gets 20% of what C gets. How much will each of them get? So here let the amount C gets rupees X. 50% given and B also somewhat given. So C we have to find because 50% of A, 20% of B and C is not given. So let the amount C gets B. So X value, now B share 20% of C shares. So 20% of our rupees X. So 20 upon 100 multiply X. So X upon 5. A share 50%, method is same, 50% of X upon 5. So 50 upon 100 multiply X by 5 is equal to X upon 10. Now the sum of with all A, B and C and total amount is rupees 1,560. So X plus X upon 5 plus X upon 10 is equal to 1,560. So when we sum up this, 10x plus 2x plus x upon 10 is equal to 1560. So total number of x, 13x upon 10 is equal to 1516. So x value is 1560 into 10 divided by 13. So it is 1200. Now here A got rupees 1200 upon 10 is equal to 120. B got rupees 1200 upon 5, that is 240 rupees, and C got, that is rupees 1200. So for the A 120 rupees, B rupees 240, and C rupees 1200. So this is end of the exercise 9.1. So all students are requested to practice 9.1 at your home, and also see the examples which are there in the textbook. So end of the exercise 9.1. Thank you very much to all my dear students. We'll be continue in our next video presentation with exercise 9.2. So thank you and have a nice day.